Welcome back everyone to another custom showcase, and today I have a very fun one for you all. But first I need to give you a little background. So, Missing Link is probably one of my favorite Transformers lines, but it's also a little on the expensive side, so it's not a line you really would buy for custom fodder. Unfortunately, Cliffjumper, who is my favorite character, is the only figure with a notable, tire's coming off, QC issue in this line, whereas the pins that make the back of his ankles, these ones back here, were not fitted correctly by Takara or the factory, so they have a tendency of causing a hairline crack. And along with that, one of my pegs for transformation also broke off. So after that happened, I decided to order a second one, this guy right here. Let me get him posed and solid. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. So I decided to order this second one so I could have a good condition one for my Missing Link shelf, which is over in my collection. But this guy had a crack on the opposite foot. So I decided to kit bash them together. And so I had the result of my one good Cliffjumper, who's on my shelf, and then my junker Cliffjumper, which almost rhymes. So then I was deciding what to do with this guy. And then my main man, Countdown89, and some other people in his Discord server suggested that I could do Terrorcon Cliffjumper from Transformers Prime, and that's who we have here today. This guy out of the way. Let's take a look at him. So, the deco of this guy is primarily based off the APC Toys version of Terrorcon Cliffjumper. They did the more tune-accurate version, KO, of the original, I think, first edition one. And my deco is mostly inspired by that. So, he has the tune-accurate large cut right here. And also, obviously, I translated this to G1. So, like, the chest doesn't split, obviously. He doesn't have, like, battle damage on both sides. So, he just has the big chest scratch here, which is where the Dark Energon came in from. So, it's gray with purple in there. I made the cut itself. I molded this in using a soldering iron and an X-Acto knife. And then the only other major heavy scratch part I did was his horn right up here. Just like in the show, he loses his right horn, so I cut that off the top, which it didn't go through the backplate, which is nice because I like that. I think it adds to the G1 toy look. So I cut that off, and I added gray there, and then it's really hard to pick up on camera. I'll try and post a photo of it later. But there's also gray next to his eye there, as well as his eyes now being painted purple. Along with the purple on the eyes, I also painted all of the windshields purple, and this will come up better in robot mode, or in vehicle mode. And then I did some weathering on the shoulders, which is, again, kind of hard to see. And then on the feet, that's the big one. Again, all inspired by the APC deco, put on a G1 body. The main thing in the process of making this was I was trying to decide if I wanted to go with a matte or a gloss finish. Most of my customs, I do a matte finish on, because a sealant, so the paint doesn't chip. When I did on this guy, I felt like he had really lost something, especially when you compare it to the stock Missing Link, who does kind of look glossy. It's part of the old G1 toy feel. So eventually, after sitting with the matte finish for a while, oops, it's out of focus, I ended up going back over it with gloss sealant, and I'm much happier with the results. But that's pretty much it for this guy in robot mode, and now we will go to vehicle mode. And here, Terrorcon Cliffjumper is in his vehicle mode. So yeah, here, a lot of the... First, I'll start off with non-change. Nothing changes with the back panel of his head. Even though I cut it off, it didn't go through, so that's all the same. Now you see a lot more of the purple, and also picking up that nice gloss, which is I'm happy about. It makes the deco pop more. As I said, you can see a lot of the purple all around, the windshield cracks, and also, I think I forgot to mention this in his robot mode, but I also did a lot of weathering on the front end. Again, mostly inspired by the APC deco because I really liked how that looked, and I think it translated really well. It gives the worn down zombie look more flair in vehicle mode too. And just to bring in a comparison, here he is with my stock Missing Link Cliffjumper. Yeah, I'm really glad I did that gloss coat because it brings back the shininess this had. And yeah, there they are. This one is, I'm very happy with how, oh, and then also on the top, you can, his cut is still there. Yeah, I am very happy with how this custom came out. I'm glad I did. I did it in like a night too, but I'm very thankful for the suggestion. This is Aviator Dan's signing off.